Gonna have a go at putting some glass in today. I've got 3 pieces of glass to do. So I've roped my dad in yet again. He's come around and he's given us a hand with the glass. We're gonna have a go at putting the windscreen in. First time I've ever put windscreen in. This one comes with a rubber seal. I've got a brand new one. Picked up the glass from a company called Yorkshire Trade Windscreens. I think they're in Leeds. 80 quid cash. It's got sunscreen in it as well, like that. That's nice. So we're gonna do a dry fit first, just so we get used to what it's like and see how it sits in. We've just done a little thing first with the dashboard because we found that this corner here was sitting really high and it was just going to hold the windscreen off. So I've just changed the position of the fix in here just to hold that down. So we're going to put the strip on the glass and then have a see what it's like to handle the glass and put it into position before we go putting the mastic on. Out of the way. Papers, I'll just go through it. Higher up, you have to remember that you won't be able to rest your hand on anything. So I need to get it like that, and then you do the same. Yeah. And then tilt. No, hang on. You have to tilt it. Because I need to get my hand on. That's it. And then start lowering it down. We're gonna get one shot at.
Oh, brilliant.
Pickaxe, we'll lift it.
Just for the video, mind you. Right there.
Right, if we hold that there,
Yeah.
I think if we put some little bits of masking tape on the windscreen and the frame, when we're putting it in, it gives us just a reference point, doesn't it? So before we go for putting the windscreen in, just doing a bit of cleaning up of the paintwork around all of the edges. We're using a cutting and polishing paste which I've got from the body shop, and already just using the paste, no sandpaper, I can already see a massive difference between the orange peel on the door and the pillar. If I can get all that feels really nice. It looks really nice. If I get all my paint like that, I'll be very happy.
Oh. How long does your phone last?
Alright, don't worry, I'll sort it. I didn't get any footage of putting the mastic on around the window because I gave the phone to my dad and asked him to record it, and every time he thought it was recording he'd paused it, and every time he thought he'd paused it he recorded it, so all I got was recordings of his feet. You need to swap your hands, don't you? That's it. Okay. Alright. You got it? Right, does the seal look okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? We're good for lowering it down? Right, I'm about 3 inches off, 2 inches off, 1 inch off.
I'm on.
You're on. Lined up?
Lined up.
It's in. Went alright that, not too bad. Looks like it's all sealed up okay. Go around, go around the apertures now with just a really basic, cheapy standing doofer. Just using this cutting compound, and it does bring it up really nice. I've not seen what it is like yet. I'm just doing my first pass on that, but we used it on the windscreen, and it's brought it up really, really lovely. It took all of the overspray and crap off, and it's made a big difference. You can see how it's actually reduced without any sanding. It's massively reduced the oil peel or orange peel. Round 2, back window now. So we've thoroughly cleaned it all up. The primer and silicone, the bond adhesive on this window was really bad. So I've cut it back with a knife as much as we both possibly can back to the glass, including some of the bits of primer which were no good. So I'm gonna prime the glass now in its entirety, even though it had been bonded in before, and then on the door, primer the door after we've cleaned everything back now, and we'll get that one in. Dad's going to try and get a bit of footage this time and not keep pressing the stop button when he thinks he's recording. Get a wipe with the kit, which cleans it up, even though I've used a solvent cleaner already. We use what they provide as well. You can see it's bringing off more dirt, this. You've got to be fast though, because it evaporates off the paper really, really quickly. That's almost dry. I've not even really got around the window properly. Should have done with it. Warm heat on it. So yeah, a primer and an applicator. You just dab it in, wipe it on.
Yeah.
So that's the product I'm using, Master Bond. It's like James Bond's son, and it comes with a pull thing. So you rip that off the bottom and then pierce the top, and then the nozzle comes with a pre-made V-shape notch in it. I'm not entirely sure what this point bit is here for, some kind of guide. But I'm using the V-shaped cut as my measuring tool for how high of a peak of a silicone bead to put on. Anyone know what that bit's for?
Judah.
I reckon I've cracked it now. Look at this. This is like expert level. Right, without touching the primer area. If you get it like that, hold it like that. Yeah? Whoa. Hold it. You're holding it, I'm moving. Right, okay, you're moving.
I'm there.
Right, don't tip it yet.
I'm ahead of you.
Alright, now. One inch. Half an inch. Contact. When did that fall over? I bet we've missed it again. were having a very successful day getting the windows in until we came to this one. Now I suspect that this opening had never been cut out properly, so I think there's two skins, and I think that maybe when you cut this out, the sort of like the bonding between the two skins, which are a good 10mm apart, I think that should all be cleaned out, and I think the skins are meant to be pressed together, like welded or something, and that hadn't been done. Or I've just put it in as it was, and it does sit a little bit proud, and when we pushed it in, it pushed all the adhesive out the bottom, and we've just spent absolutely ages trying to clean that adhesive back to at least it's sort of level and straight. It all just went down the bloody van. It's not looking too bad. I'm hoping that when it dries a little bit more matte and doesn't have such a shine to it, so it doesn't stick out as much. And we've got a couple blocks of wood, and I've put some wire and some straps so it's holding the window in and pressing it in, because it wanted to stick out at the corners there. So I've got a ratchet strap and the wires right around the van. That's been in for a while now, so that should be okay, but I'm not going to bring it down just yet. Okay, so I've learned an absolute massive lesson. This is something I wasn't going to admit, but learned by my mistakes. When I did the lacquer, I only masked up to about here, spraying that side, masked up to about here over the full length of the van. The spoiler and bits and pieces. Didn't do the other 2/3 of the van, which is absolutely annihilated in clear coat overspray. I've got a lot of work to do now. You can see that line there where I masked up, so I masked up to there. That's where my paper finished because I sprayed the side of the van. And then from here all the way down to the floor, the window and everything is absolutely covered in overspray. Oh my god. I have now got to try and get out all the overspray and re-prep the full side of the van again, ready for base coat. This is going to take forever.